We're going to move on to our next speaker, if that's all right. And I would really like to welcome Ali to come and join us. Now, Ali has, well, I'm going to let him introduce himself to you in a moment, but Ali represents an exciting new business, which I originally thought was called Avocino, but it's gone through a bit of a change and a rebranding, hasn't it? And it's now, for any of you who want to go and search it on the website, it's called Masumi Headwear, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I'll just tell you that straight away.
Thank you.
I've been and had a good look, and it's real high fashion with a bit of fun.
Yes.
Very colourful, beautiful designs. So I'm going to let Ali tell us a little bit more about the inspiration for that. But first of all, let's find out what your full name is, Ali.
Yes. Ali Nowroozi.
Nowroozi.
Originally, my parents from Iran.
Yes.
So that's where my surname is from. I was born in Manchester, and since '95 I moved back to Manchester. I was in Iran, and that's where my surname is from. So, and it means New Year, Nowroozi in Farsi. So that's the meaning of my surname.
New Year.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
that's right.
Happy New Year.
So I've been here since '95, and I've been living in Didsbury for the past 10 years now.
Oh, okay. Oh. And why Didsbury? Why? I mean, we know why Didsbury, but why for you personally?
Didsbury. I mean, I ended up in Didsbury because of my family was living here, and I fell in love with the community. Very diverse community. Wonderful location to be, and I found out it's actually a very famous place to be in Manchester. So, and I just love the buzz and the diversity in restaurants and the location. Yeah,
we haven't got an Iranian. There's an Iranian restaurant.
It is actually. There is one called Pomegranate. We were just just around the corner, which is wonderful.
Around the corner from where? Where is it?
It's in West Didsbury, which is beautiful food, and we were just discussing one of the favorite dishes called Pheasant, which is actually made from pomegranate.
Wow.
And it's delicious. I recommend you to go to Pomegranate and try. But it's not as good as my mom's, but it's very good. It's very good.
And where is your mum? Is your mum here in the UK?
At the moment she is. Yes, she goes and comes back. She is my mother. She comes and stays with me and with my sister who lives in London. And then she goes back to Iran. So she comes and she travels quite often here. So we spend quite a lot. Yes.
So how many of your family are also with you here?
So I'm with my wife and my little girl. She's 10 years old. So we base here, and my sister. I've got one sister. She lives in London. So we quite often we quite often go and visit. My father was passed away when I was very young. So we are a very small family, but very very close. And my auntie also lived in Didsbury, which that was one of the reasons to come over to Didsbury. That's right. So that's a little history about my background and my family. But question about my business. Yes. So the name of my company is actually, sorry, I may confuse you, and I think it's still a bit confusing. The name of the company is Avocino, but the name of our brand is Masumi Headwear. And Avocino, the name came from my daughter's name is Ava, and the Masumi means beauty through purity. That's the meaning, which I love.
Is that a Farsi?
No, actually, Masumi is a Japanese.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes.
I thought it sounded Japanese.
Yes. So that's what the meaning is, which I like very much. So
beautiful.
Yes. So
the products that you're making are being made under that brand name.
Yes, that's right. Masumi.
The company name is Avocino.
That's right. So Masumi is our brand name, which we already said. So Masumi came about. Well, my company is very young. It only started since November 2016. So I was in 2015. I decided to establish my company, and I started trading from November 2016. And we make beautiful headwear for people with hair loss. So for cancer or alopecia, when people go for hair loss, when I was working in my previous job, we used to make wigs. So I used to run a company which we were distributing wigs
were these for fashion or were they?
No, for medical reasons.
For medical reasons.
Fashion could be worn, but mainly it was for medical reasons. So we were distributing all around the world. We were supplying to NHS. We were supplying like to Christie's Hospital and many other hospitals. And then I realized that when I was at Christie's, I realized people sometimes don't want to wear a wig because of it's too difficult for them to look after the wig because they're too ill. And also the cap construction was too rough for their skin. It was not uncomfortable, and they opt out to headwear. And when I wanted to wear a headwear, I realized that it was nothing fashionable out there. It was okay. There were headwears out there, but they were just this stigma about that they're wearing it at that point that you're wearing it because you got hair loss, and I didn't like that. So I decided to start my own company and create this collection of beautiful headwear, I had a year to do preparations. I was listening before to exactly the same story. I had a good wages, and I decided that I risk everything. I stopped my work and I invested everything I had. But it was the best decision I made. Because it was very rewarding. We created something beautiful, and since November 2016, the response was really well. We had a lot of great success stories. But not all down to me. Many people here helped us.
That's often the way, isn't it? But it takes someone with vision initially to get it going, to set it going, and have that drive and be prepared to take that risk. Yes. I mean, apart from the fact that the products themselves are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
They're quite scientific as well in the way that they're developed, aren't they? Because you mentioned to me in the conversation earlier about bamboo. Now, I don't know if anyone here would even think that you could put bamboo in a hat or in fabric, but you do. So could you explain why that is?
Yes. So the concept was obviously when I wanted to develop this collection. So there were two concepts. One was obviously we wanted to make it a fashion item. So I wanted to make it in a way that people feel good when they wear it. So we got everything I designed myself, and my wife gets involved, and I've got some other designers get involved. And we love colors, we love designs, so we want to make it beautiful. At the same time, we wanted to use a concept which makes it very comfortable for people with hair loss. When they wear it, they feel good. And we use the bamboo fabric. So every hat made of 2 layers, which makes so there's no stitching inside, so it doesn't irritate the head, but also there is a bamboo fabric inside we use because what the bamboo fabric, it's an organic material, and what it does, it actually adjusts it to the temperature of the body of the person. So when the person is got to go through chemotherapy, for example, at night they get hot flushes or during the day, and it cools them down. And when they get cold, it warms them up. So that's another great feature of that. So that's why we use the bamboo. And it's one of the reasons we got great response from it because people already, in social media, everyone making comment, my gosh, I feel nice and snug and warm at night, or it cools me down when I get these horrible hot flushes, that's why we get this great response from the patients, from the wearers. So yes, and we were nominated as last month the Adventure Festival as a finalist for our innovation, which we were very, very humble and privileged.
It's incredible. I didn't realise that headgear could be so scientific as well.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And one area that I noticed that you've moved into recently is I think a project that you've done with the Teenage Cancer Trust.
Yes.
Could you perhaps explain a little bit about that?
So we were, like I said, it was unbelievable how everything lifted up so quickly. We were, November 2016 I started, so I had a lot of contacts within the NHS industry. So I went to Christie's Hospital because Christie's is the biggest in Europe. I mean, they're the most respected cancer hospital in Europe. And when I went there, because they knew me, I said, look, I would like to make an appointment to see you and show you what product I've created. So they saw me and they fell in love. So I was quite very happy to see that they respond. So they said straight away, let's introduce this to our hospital. So they did. And from there, word of mouth was very strong. So, one hospital introduced it to another hospital to another. So I was with one of the head nurses at York Hospital. I was showing them product, and she was very much close with Teenage Cancer Trust. And she was very passionate about helping teenagers and kids with cancer. She said, Ali, have you ever thought about creating a collection for kids and teenagers? And I said, matter of fact, I have created a few designs and I'd like to show it to you, but it's not on production, but I've got some countries. Anyway, we sat down and I showed them the collection, and they just said, well, Ali, why did you? They were really happy with what we were creating, because we created something for boys and girls, and it was more young, for young people, so it was more fun, and like beanie hats and like little hats with a little headband, so making it much more desirable to a younger generation. And they said, why don't you make a collection? And we wanted maybe perhaps get a budget from Teenage Cancer Trust to make these hats available for all the teenagers for free. So that was the plan. So we created it. We did the full collection. We did the photo shoot, and then we did the presentation, and they loved it. So now this is actually next Tuesday. I'm going to visit all the heads. There is a big conference with Teenage Cancer Trust nurses, and we're going to do the introduction to that. So that's actually going to start from next month, hopefully. So that was a very great achievement for us to be able to create something for that segment, those age group. Yes. So yes, that's where we are.
And cancer obviously is not confined to the UK, and hair loss, alopecia, and those difficulties are not confined to the UK. Your product is going global, isn't it? How is that?
Yeah, well, I had my first customer in New York. I hope they're not listening to this. I don't know how, but I got it from my bedroom. That's a true story. I got my first customer in my bedroom. I remember in New York because the time difference, and I was on the phone with them, and I said, "Hi, we are a new company, and this is what I created." And it was a lot of phone calls I had to make. I never met them, but they were my biggest customers. So our head were born in New York, and thanks to social media, people sharing, wearing our headwear, which is incredible. But yeah, the world is, perhaps I think it's supposed, I work very closely with this organization called Business Growth Hub, and one of the guys, heads of Business Growth Hub, came to me and said to me, Ali, one of the advices that we give to the new businesses that start small. So if you want to export, go to Scandinavia first, or go to Spain, and then you really changed that direction for us, because you went to Christie's and you went to New York.
Yes.
So that's, and I suppose, because we're really living in a small world now because of technology.
Yes.
There is no limit. You can put your product on Amazon and tomorrow sell it in America, or online, anywhere in the world. So yes, our products are worn in places such as New York and Denmark and Spain and France, and this all happened very quickly. But I think it comes down to, obviously I had good contacts from what I was in, and yes, we just have to have the right products and make sure you know how to market it well. So that's it. And
I'd have thought that one of the key considerations for anyone purchasing these products is that they come from ethical and sustainable sources as well. Your manufacturing base, some of it is in the UK, but you're
also outsourcing from our manufacturing.
Yes.
So yes, very true. Actually, that was one of the questions one of the hospitals asked me. You wanted to do that? So yes, it's very important. I actually visit my factories. I have a very good relation with the factories when I go and visit them, and we make sure that they always follow the protocols, and they have got the right values, and they follow the right the principles that we need to make sure they follow. So we got factories. So we manufacture some of our parts in the UK. We design everything in the UK. But because of we got mass productions, and because of the affordability, especially when it comes to NHS, so we manufacture outside the UK. So we manufacture in Tunisia. We have a factory in India and also in Bangladesh. So 3 factories. Especially our bamboo products, mainly it comes from India, because that's where you can find it from China or India. But my hope, my dream is one day to manufacture have my own manufacturing in the UK. That's my big dream, really, to be able to do that. It's not easy, but it's possible. But it all comes down to the cost. But I go to exhibitions and try to source my fabrics, and I go. That's very important part of the business. You have to do a lot of things, sourcing your materials, negotiating with your factories, going out and selling, marketing, and so on, designing. But it's exciting, but it could be very time-consuming and tiring. But you just got to carry on.
Yes.
Your family, your inspiration. So I've got a great family.
And when you meet people who are wearing your products, how does that make you feel?
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, I'm quite blessed. I'm not far from Christie, so I mean, I wish one day people really. I mean, my mother is my mother. I love my mother because she's an incredible character. And I said to my mother, "Mom, we're doing great. We sell Christie's," and my mother says, "I hope one day they don't need to wear your product." I mean, moved me because despite the fact that but yeah, despite the fact I'm trying to solve the problem with the people with hair loss to make them feel good and look good. And when I see them wearing it and they look good and they feel good, it's really amazing because that's the kind of response I get. And when I go on the social media, because it's incredible. Somebody puts a little comment. Look at me! I don't need to wear my wig anymore. Everyone's commenting about me wearing this headwear. It looks, they can say how good I look, or I feel how comfortable I feel. So it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling, and I'm very honored to experience this journey. So yes, now we're trying to create a collection for people to wear it for sport reasons as well.
For active wear, sports for children, or for any
yes
as well.
So we're always trying to do that. So this is my next view. So I want to make my wife, who said to me one day, Ali, because she went through cancer herself. She was 14 when she had the cancer. And she experienced the hair loss, and she had and we did actually run for Teenage Cancer Trust all the time, 10K run in Manchester. She was very emotional because she was going through the cancer, she survived it, and then raised money for Teenage Cancer. And doing that was a very emotional time. And she said to me, after that run, why did you make a headwear for people with hair loss, but for sport? And that was the inspiration. So I kind of created a collection for the sport. We call it Masumi Active, which will be out in a couple of months. So we just finalized the design, so it's out of production. So we want every person with hair loss to go out and carry on active life, because sport is good for them. Even if it's a little like doing a yoga or this is a small job, it should not stop. So we try to create something for that. So that's hopefully our next project, which is coming out. So
well, it's an absolutely remarkable story. I mean, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions they'd like to ask? Yes, it's a question.
I think it's very commendable what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
It's very brilliant. I have a question. My question for you is, we've been speaking about hair as a product, and a lot of what you do serves a greater purpose than supply and demand. So I want to ask you, what do you do to serve the emotional needs of those who have lost their hair? And it's not just, okay, I'm buying hair or I'm doing this. As you said, people suffer from cancer. I'm not saying, are you going to the full extent as with everything, but what?
Good question.
What is it that, is it more than hair? And
that's right. So it's actually a very good question. I have made a video. I mean, I try to make people to accept as who they are, and this is my big vision. Especially that comes down to people with alopecia, because alopecia is quite daunting, and for a woman especially when they go for hair loss, because cancer, of course, is very difficult time. Hair loss is only a temporary thing, because you have but alopecia, when it comes to hair loss, is for life for some people. So what my aim is, and if we made a video diary, and if we made a video, it's actually on my website, which is this video is 1 minute, and it's about this lady called Michelle. Michelle is our ambassador. So she's an incredible lady. She I didn't know her. She was on social media, somehow found our headwear, and she was making videos and she was sharing her experience, how much she's in love with this product and she feels good and she looks good. And then I got to know her, and I realized that she told me the story, and the story was that she was in the school, her child was in the school, and these two kids with hair loss were getting bullied. So what she did after that, she went to that school and she did talk for children. She was wearing her wig, and she was telling about people, are different. Some people has got disabilities, some people has got hair loss. And she talks about hair loss, and she takes her wig off, and those children all, gasping, like, wow, what's happening? But what it wasn't about, it was about educating. So after that, day after, apparently the kids went to those two kids with wig, and they say, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful, I love your wig today. And my video is exactly that. She's talking about her journey. She's talking about that, it doesn't matter if you're wearing a wig or wearing a headwear, you should be happy with who you are, as you are. There should not be anyone to tell you what you should look like. It doesn't matter what you look like, as long as you are happy with who you are, that's what's important. So that video doesn't talk about my headwear. She's talking about that journey, wearing our headwear. And she looks beautiful with who she is. And at the end of this video, she takes her headwear off. And they see that she's bald with no hair. And I recommend to watch that video. And that's what my mission is. I'm trying to make that vision that people, you are as who you are, you choose what you want to be, and that's the journey you choose. And we are here to offer you this beautiful headwear if you wish to wear or not. So, yes.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank
Really
you
appreciate it.
Thank you very much.